Hey there, good evening, everyone. We are live at 5. I'm so glad to be here. I was not here last week because I was really, really sick. I had some type of crazy, crazy respiratory infection. Now, I am like a health nut. I don't get sick a lot. I haven't been sick in like 2.5 years. But I was on a job helping my girls last Monday. We had a massive job, a move out clean, and I decided to be a good boss and come and help. And one of my girls was sick, and I got sick. No fun. So I was down for almost like a week. So, no fun. I had to postpone it. Thank you all for giving me grace. This training was from last week, and I had to postpone the training. I had to cancel it. I don't like canceling my trainings because I want to be here for all of you and help you build your cleaning businesses. So, tonight is an Ask Me Anything training. These are super cool. These are when, if you're live, you get to ask me any questions you want for the time that I am live. Tonight, we're going to be talking about answering questions on how to acquire high paying clients, which is on everyone's agenda. I usually wait a few minutes for people to jump on. It's 5:01. I see one person, I see two people. Hi, Candace. How are you, Candace? Candace is one of my amazing students that's about to graduate and go into my mastermind program to really step it up and build her business. So she's done so good. So good. She just came up with this amazing, amazing training guide and service agreement and manual that I was so proud of, that I am going to share. We have a call actually tomorrow with our group, and I'm going to share with everyone. So if you're joining us for the first, or me for the first time, please say hello. Tell me where you're from. Candace, thank you so much for recommending me in the professional house cleaners group this morning, and Sam for recommending me, and Heather Ellis. They're all clients of mine, and I really appreciate that. That tells me that I'm doing a good job, and you guys are getting what you need. Not everyone, not every coach out there is a fit for you. It's all about finding who's a fit for you. And then that's all. I could be a fit, and I may not be a fit. There could be someone else that could be better, and that's totally fine. So we'll wait. I'm gonna wait like another minute before I start. So for those that don't know me, my name is Cheryl Hazer. I am an active maid service owner. That's what's so important about what I do, is I'm also a coach, but I'm an active maid service owner. So I'm in the thick of it. I'm the CEO, the founder, the big cheese, the whole 9 yards. I oversee the whole thing. Okay. I am from Boston, Massachusetts. I also founded my coaching company called Sisters Who Scale. I am a service industry, specifically cleaning business owner, growth coach, and I help businesses scale, in sales, in marketing, in branding, and in your operations. Like I said, I do own a residential and commercial and power washing business. I grew the business from zero. Like I said, I started it with nothing. I started it with a mop, a caddy, you name it, to over 700,000 in 4 years, working the business about 15 to 20 hours a week. We've grown consistently in between 30 and 35% a year in revenue. And the best thing is we did it during a pandemic, but also another cool thing is that we did it without an ad spend, without throwing any money at Google, at SEO. I teach you how to build your business organically, to know who your brand is, what you represent, and who your clients are before you even start throwing money. And that's the most important thing, and that's the thing that the least amount of cleaning business owners do. They want to throw large amounts of money to marketing when you don't even know who your brand is, you don't even know who your ideal client is. And so that's what I specialize in doing. People ask me all the time, how did I do it? All right, how did I do this in 4 years without throwing any money on Google and spending a ton of money? Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about your profit margins. It has nothing to do with your gross. It has everything to do with your profit margins. So I teach people, it's a process of result producing activities that are performed and rolled out in a systematic plan on a consistent, that's the big word, consistent basis, over and over and over again. It's the discipline that gets you where you want to go, period. Your consistency, your discipline, and your focus, that's what does it. And never giving up, never quitting, Never crying, oh, this isn't working, poor me. I never once felt sorry for myself and anything that's ever happened. The thing with me is that I never quit, and I teach my students to never quit. Never feel sorry for yourself. Always look for ways to fix things, to solve problems, and continue on and keep going despite the odds. Okay, that's what's going to make all the difference in the world to your business when it comes to hiring, when it comes to firing people, running your operations, getting more clients, whatever it is. That is gonna be the difference. You refuse to quit, because the quitters quit, they just go do something else, right? Because it got too hard. So I guarantee you, if you quit, you will never get to see the possibility of succeeding and how great this business can be. I've had some crappy weeks. I still have crappy weeks. That's life. You got to get up. You got to get up every single day and keep going and keep doing what you're doing, right? The success ladder is meant to be turbulent. It's not going to be easy. It's not meant to be easy, right? You're all flying at different altitudes. Your businesses are at different levels. There's going to be turbulence. You have to just keep going up. It's going to be bumpy. You can't be weak and quit. You can't do that. You're going to get challenged. You're going to fall on your face, but you have to get up. So, I get fired up about it because I'm passionate about it. Tonight's is one of my favorite trainings, the Ask Me Anything, where people just fire questions at me. Tonight's specific topic is how to acquire high-paying cleaning clients, right? How do you get those people that are willing to pay for your services, right? Okay. So let's open this up for questions. Hi, Karen Tita. All right, who has questions? I see 8 people on here, and I don't see 8 people saying hello. So if you're new, say hello. Tell me where you're from. I don't bite. So I'm going to open this up for questions. So you ask me, what are your questions on how to get those high-paying clients? I'm going to wait till I get them questions. So keep going. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? No one has any questions for me. How can we have an Ask Me Anything if nobody has any questions for me? You guys are supposed to prepare. Hi, Brandy, Wilmington, North Carolina. How are you? I think we're new Facebook friends. And I sent you that training this morning. I was a little late. I was sick. I've been sick. Hi, Bridget Harkins, Louisiana. Louisiana. Are you close to Florida, Bridget? Are you on like the I'm good. I'm good. I'm better. I was sick. I had some crazy respiratory thing for like 7 days. Whew. Thank God I'm out of that. I'm better. So who has questions for me? This is an Ask Me Anything where you guys get to ask me questions on how do you get those high paying clients. First of all, who is struggling with lowballers, with tire kickers? Show of hands. Who is having a hard time that people don't want to pay your prices? Anyone having a hard time, or is everyone just so perfect and their business is awesome and you don't need any help? 6 hours away from Panama. Oh, so you must be on that side. I see. Got it. Cool. Nice. Hi, Gabriella. They go to cheap companies. Yep. They go to cheap companies. What happens in your estimates? I don't know if you've been working on your Gabriella's in my accelerator program. I don't know at what point if you're on your sales package yet. If not, we need to get on that. Definitely having a lot of tire kickers. Yep. You're gonna get them for sure, So right now the cleaning industry, it's a little saturated with a lot of solo cleaners popping up, but the solo cleaners are actually they're the easiest ones to overcome. If you have employees, you have different costs. You have insurances, you have cars, you have gas, you have your CRM, you have all different costs associated with that, right? So here's the thing: when you're a solo cleaner and you have so many houses a week, all you can do is so many houses a week. So you're going to burn out. So the average amount as a solo cleaner you can make, and this is like if you're like a dynamo Wonder Woman, is 10 grand a month. That's it. Usually it's around 8, and then you burn out 2,000 a week because you physically can't do anything. So when you have all these companies out there, on Facebook, solo cleaning, I'll do it for cheap, I'll do it for $25 an hour, blah 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 blah. All they're going to be able to do is 2 houses a day max. All they're going to be able to do is 10 houses. All they're going to be able to do is 20 houses a month. So if you think of it like that, don't get discouraged, because what happens is these people burn out. Sometimes they can't run a business. They cancel on the clients, and the clients look for more reliability. So don't ever be afraid of those types of people, because you can beat them every time. If you have a package where you have consistent value and you offer great customer service, great timing, you let them know when their appointments are, great quality, you're going to beat the solo cleaner every single time. Everyone is cheap. Yeah, so and we're also in an election year too, right? In the state of the country, we're coming up on a new president. Sometimes things you can see little shifts. That's why you have to be better than everyone else. Okay, that's just an economy thing. But our company thrived through COVID, so any excuses that anyone has, that you're not going to hear it from me, because I'm the girl with no excuses. So, and I teach my students to be the women with no excuses and to build no matter what and keep going. And you can ask anyone that's worked with me, that's what I teach. So, okay, I have very few clients. Bridget, I have very few clients. I recently picked up one the other day, and she talked me down by 25. Well, 25 isn't horrible, depending on, are you flat fee? Some people are flat fee, some people are hourly. So that's not too bad, but people are holding on to their money a little bit. That's just a fact of what's going on in the economy. Candace, most of my clients left the solos for me. Okay, so that's good. The inconsistency with solos. See, this is what she's saying, exactly what I said. So the inconsistency with solo cleaners drove my clients to find a company. And that's what happens. Let them go to the solo cleaners. Let them get burned. Let them get canceled on. Let them have inconsistency. Let them have different people in and out of the house all the time. Let them have cleaners that have no systems. And I guarantee you they're going to look for a company that has systems. I throw like all my money on it. Like all of it. Yep, so true, Gabriella. It's totally true. Hi, Tina. How are you? Tina says, whomever doesn't like my prices is not my client. That is 100% correct. And not your target client. The real struggle is to find help. I would like to know how and what platforms everyone else uses to find reliable workers. I use Indeed. I found it's the only one that brings us people consistently. We're in the Boston area. So I'm like, I always say Boston, but I'm like 30 minutes north of Boston, so I'm in the suburbs, right? So I'm not anywhere near the city. Indeed. Hi, Kelly. Indeed. It's where everyone that's looking for a cleaning job is looking. You can post your ads on Facebook. I do encourage it, just to get, in front of everyone and things like that. But the majority of the people are going to be Indeed. Sometimes people will apply on my website. I have a website and I have a whole section on it where they can apply for a job. Those come in too. Yep. Used it. Yep, it works. It's the best one, I think. Same, Candace. It's pretty much the same. So our employment opportunity is very similar to Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Home Depot, right? We're all kind of in the same area of what we pay. Those people are looking on Indeed. If you're going out and getting a 6-figure job, you're on ZipRecruiter. You're on something else. You're getting recruited from people, right? You're on Monster.com, if that is still even a thing. You're on different platforms. Our people are on Indeed, and they're on Facebook a little bit. And sometimes your payroll company, like we use Gusto. If anyone needs a good payroll company, I have affiliate codes for Gusto, and you get some money back. Give you $100. Gusto's amazing. Gusto has people that will come on and apply to through our website. So sometimes they do that too. Brandy says, "Hi Ashley, how are you? I'll shoot it you. I mean, I can shoot it in this thing too. Actually, I have to just find it. If anyone needs a link for Gusto, raise your hand, say me, and I'll shoot it to you after the training." Brandy says, "We had a high-paying medical office. Yep. After 5 months of paying, they decided they could hire someone to clean for $75." So here's the thing with commercial, because we do commercial too. It's happened to us. Big institutions like big medical offices, gyms, big facilities can hire inside help and get it for cheaper always. They're always going to beat you. So don't waste a ton of time going after certain commercial. The bigger industrial buildings, anything over 10,000 square feet, they usually can hire someone in-house and do it for cheaper. That's just the way it is. You're never going to change that. That's a money thing. I mean, if you go into like your gym, you see the cleaning guy vacuuming during the day or whatever. That poor guy is getting, whatever he's getting, $15 an hour to clean the place, where we couldn't even touch that, right? Because we have expenses. So, ADP, I didn't like ADP either. We had ADP before. Yep. I'm gonna give you my code. They give you like $100. Randy says me. Okay. Gusto. Got it. All right. Who else has questions? Who else has questions for me? Anyone ever get to an estimate and they say, "Oh, my last cleaner, I was only paying this"? Has that ever happened to you? Let's talk about that conversation for a second, because that happens to me all the time. Yeah, absolutely, Ashley. I still do in-person estimates. I believe in building relationships, right? I believe in building relationships because your relationships are going to keep your business intact when the money gets tight. People are less likely to cut you if you have a relationship with them. Period. End of story. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anyone says. We check in every 3 to 4 months with our clients to make sure service is good. We see if there's any indiscrepancies, right? If there's any indiscrepancies and you don't check in with them and have a relationship with them, they're going to fire you, right? I've been doing this a long time. I've had other businesses, other service industry businesses, other retail, customer service. I can tell you, you have to build relationships with your people, period. End of story, okay? Period. End of story. If you're in a reoccurring service, it's one thing, like, if you're going out and doing like a one-time clean or something, you don't really have to build a relationship like that. But if you have reoccurring residential, which is the bulk of who comes on my calls, you have to build those relationships. They're so important to you. Yeah, ADP sucked. I didn't like them. And the poor kid, I felt bad. He didn't know what he was doing. They get these young kids to sign people up. He was completely clueless, right? Bridget, yes, the other one I got the other day did that. So, and what did you say? What was your answer, Bridget? Tell me in the chat, because I'm going to keep going. Tina, I stick to my price or tell them find someone to fit your budget. Do you say it mean like that? Do you be like, find someone to fit your budget? Or do you be like, "Oh, I understand. No worries." The way you answer me is just kind of funny to me. Ashley, that's true, but gosh, the constant driving to all the places. It's true, right? I mean, you shouldn't be going any further out than a 20-mile radius anyways, max. I think we even do 15 miles. But of course, we're in a suburb. We have a lot of small towns, so we can do that. Yeah, it's true, right? But I guarantee you your closing ratio is going to be higher. I figure I can put my life on it. It's gonna be higher. Candace, I've still sold them at least 25 and up. My best was more than double the old cleaner's price. Yeah, because Candace is a badass. That's why, right? Candace from Indiana is a badass. Trust me. Even though she doesn't think she is, she's a badass. You're not bad at relationships. You're great at you're good. You're good, girl. You're good. It's all in your head. Do you make them sign a residential contract? Heck yeah, Bridget. I do. I do. You have to have everyone in contracts because the contracts teach them how to do business with you. The contracts teach them how to do business with you. If you have no rules and no standards, okay, this business is about having standards. If you don't have any standards, people are going to walk all over you. And that's what I teach. I teach people to have standards and rules and regulations and policies so they can follow them and they can respect you. Okay, I had someone this morning cancels 5 minutes before my staff is getting to their house. You want to know how mad I was? Oh my god. Right, so our policy is to charge full price. I said, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to charge you full price. I'm sorry, I didn't see the notification. Well, if you scroll up on your jobber on December 3rd, we did send you a notification that we were coming, so don't give me that crap, okay? You have to have everything, like, just locked down so nobody can mess with you. And that's where people get pissed off and mad because you're not setting the standards for your people. Your people are treating you, they don't know how to treat you because you haven't told them how to treat you. And so that's what we work on when you're in my program. So definitely, yes, I have them sign a service agreement and a contract with a credit card on file with a deposit. Bridget, I felt bad for her. Okay, all right, 84-year-old lady. Yep, I get that. She started out telling me how she's a widow and fighting Social Security. I mean, it could be BS. Well, I mean, it may not be though, Bridget. I just went ahead and told her we could do it. So that's okay. So when you do good things like that, the good karma is going to come back to you. $25 less, if it's probably not going to break you, right? That's good karma too. If it was someone that was driving around a Lamborghini and is trying to, cut you down $25, then I would say that's a different story. Where we live, it's weird. It's 15 miles, takes 30 minutes to get to. Is it rural where you live? I'm trying to remember. Is it rural where you live, Ashley? Brandy, what do you do when your clients only want you to clean? Well, that used to happen to me because I was in the field when I started the company. What I would do is I would bring somebody with me when I was training people. I'd bring somebody with me and I would say, hi, Mr. Smith, this is Donna. Donna's training to work with me. She's going to be helping me clean some houses. So I would introduce my people, right? I'd introduce my people one by one. And then they got used to seeing me with that person. And then there'd be one random time where I would say, oh, I'm not able to come today. I'm not feeling good. Donna's coming. You're in good hands. They already know Donna. So they're familiar and they let it go. If they're really stringent about it, it depends. It depends if it makes you money, if it doesn't make you money, if it's too far, if they're too picky. There's a lot of variables. I do tell people if some of your clients want you still to clean, it's okay to do it here and there. Don't make a habit of it. Eventually, you're going to give everyone up. Because you can't be cleaning and running a business and doing payroll and scheduling and answering the phone and customer service and estimates. You can't do everything. So if someone's really kind of a jerk about it, you're going to replace them eventually. This is a business. This isn't a charity, ladies. This is a business, right? We service up to an hour away. Whew, that's a long ways away. So it can be all over the place. I should try and structure this. Yes, because your point to the relationships is right. It's really true. And you'll like your business a lot better if you know your clients. I've met with all of my clients. The only ones I haven't met with are maybe like a move out. Or I'll usually deal with a realtor or something like that. You'll love your business that much better. If you're in an area where you don't have to travel an hour, because think of it, right? Your hour travel, that's labor, girl. If you're putting staff in the car, you're paying for them for non-productive time. That's not cool. You don't want to be doing that, right? You don't want to be doing that. Hi, Melissa. That's okay. You're late. It's fine. How would you go about pairing with other cleaning companies if you need to contract work out when you're too busy? I don't. I will send someone out. Usually, if I can't handle it, I will refer someone out. I don't usually contract because it usually ends up not being worth it. The profit margin is not really there. Um, when you're too busy, you're not too busy, you just gotta hire more people. That's what you gotta do, Melissa. Come on, you know that. You want to keep all the money, girl. Um, so Houston actually, there's a ton of people. You're in the suburbs over there. There's a ton of business down there. You shouldn't have to drive an hour away. Houston to the beach, I live 30 minutes from either. Oh, that's cool. I live 30 minutes from the beach up here too. So it goes from city, rural to country to beach, so it's different. Do you do any Airbnbs? There's got to be Airbnbs down there if you're near the beach. I hear the Texas beaches are awesome. Oh, flaking. Ah, where are they going? Where are they flaking to? What are they, snowflakes? Like we had today? Melissa's from 30 minutes from my area, so we're close. We're close to each other. Candace, I've gotten so burned with working with other cleaners. It's never worked with me. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I've given jobs away. But you have to be careful this looks weird. But you have to be careful, who you refer, because you have to make sure that they're trusted, because you never want to refer someone that's going to do a crappy job, right? Gotten burned with other cleaners. Yep. All right. Who else? Who else has questions? I'm waiting. No calls, no shows, call outs. Yep, I know. I saw that comment on the group before I was coming on here. Oh my God. No calls, felons, or have records. It depends what it is. It's gonna go in cycles with your hiring. It always does. I'm in between Jobber and ZenMaid. Oh, you had to ask me that. So we used ZenMaid before. I like them both. Brandy, I will sidebar you and tell you the difference between both. Some people love ZenMaid, some people love Jobber. We use Jobber, Web used ZenMaid, I've used House Call Pro. And I can tell you there's differences between all of them. My husband just did a 2-hour Jobber training probably 2 months ago. I think Candace was on, a couple people were on it, and he kind of opened it up and showed all the differences, how to do your map optimization, how to do quotes, take credit cards, all that stuff. We did like a 2-hour training. So I will sidebar you, Brandy. Just remember me, Melissa's on the struggle bus. It's all right. Sometimes it's tough around Christmas. I mean, people are getting, they go to like UPS or Amazon, because they only want like limited money. But here's the good thing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I remember you were on it, Candace. The good thing is that everyone's going to be broken about 4 weeks after Christmas, so they're going to be looking for work. You'll see some fluctuations with clients January, February. As to use this Jobber, it's a matter of preference too. I mean, ZenMaid's amazing. Amara's amazing. He's awesome. That staff that works at ZenMaid is absolutely incredible. So I love them. They offer a really good product. It all kind of depends how tech savvy you are, how detailed you want to get. You know what I mean? QuickBooks with Jobber. This is correct, Randy. Yep. We do, and we use Gusto, which we love. We love that. I'm using ZenMaid. Yep, Candace likes ZenMaid. ZenMaid's awesome. And the support's really good. Jobber support's really good too. They're both good. They're both a little different. It depends on what you need. Yeah. So Melissa, don't worry too much. And I know you have a lot of 1099 people. That could be an issue. I've always found that they're less engaged. Your part-time people and your 1099 people are less engaged. You need to hire full-time. This is their only job. They need the money, right? They don't have like a side hustle. You can't hire people that have a side hustle of cleaning houses. It's never going to work, because they're always going to go to clean their own clients because they can make more money. Hi, Deborah. Could you guide me to an application form? to get an experienced cleaner. I want to expand, but finding great cleaner is difficult. I hire on Indeed. That's what we use. Guide me to an application form. What exactly do you mean to get an experienced cleaner? We do all of our hiring on Indeed. We place our ads on Indeed. Let me know more what you mean by that. Brandy, ZenMaid is cheaper, is why I was thinking about that. You're welcome, Deborah. And if you have any more detailed questions, message me on Facebook. I get all my messages. ZenMaid's cheaper. Yeah, ZenMaid's less expensive. And that's why you were thinking about them. Yep. Check them out. Check both of them out, right? You're going to see some things on Jabba that ZenMaid doesn't offer. And so you may like that better. I have no idea. It's completely up to you. Only thing I don't like about ZenMaid is I want to be able to physically chat with someone with any questions. So we used to be able to, when we had it, we would actually be able to talk to people on the phone. So they don't let you talk to people on the phone until Jabba does. Jabba's more expensive, but listen, you get what you pay for. We're talking about clients that don't want to pay for services. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. You get what you pay for in this life. Right? We all do. You can shop around and you can get some things, get a little deal here and there, but at the end of the day, like if you hire a cheap cleaner, you can get someone coming in your house stealing your stuff. And I don't tell that to clients, but when they start, trying to compare apples to oranges, I'm like, there's two different things here. So you're not going to get everyone. You want to fill your schedule with high-paying clients all the time, right? Even if it takes you a little bit longer, because that means the money's going to come in. When you have expenses and employees and taxes and insurances, and you do things the right way, okay? Some states require insurance, workers' comp. Some states don't. It's all different. Up in Massachusetts, you need it. Florida, you need it after 3 employees. Texas, you don't need it, right? But then the homeowner is responsible. So it all kind of depends what kind of business you're building. If you want to build a bigger business, like over $100,000, you got to carry insurance. You have to do things the right way. This is America. We have to pay taxes, unfortunately, even though we don't want to. We have to. We have to pay taxes. Jobber videos is out for amazing. That's why I like with them. Yeah, they're good. They're good. I have if anyone is interested in looking at Jobber, I have Jobber codes too, and they give money away too. They give you $100. No, actually, Jobber with my affiliate code, you get 2 free months on Jobber. That's different. 2 free months on Jobber. Karen Sita, did I say your name right? How can we deal with the price with a potential client who wants cheap? How can we deal with the potential price with who wants cheap? So when they want something for cheaper, I usually will say it depends. If they haven't had a cleaning service before, those ones are hard to convert because they don't have an idea of how much things cost. If they have had a cleaning service before, I usually, during the course of the estimate, I'm asking them a bunch of questions as they're giving me a tour of their house. And I say things like, what didn't you like about your last cleaner? So I gather all this information. So when I sit down, go over my presentation, because I have a presentation that I go over. It's the same thing every time. I have the whole thing memorized. I've been doing it for years. When they say, I was paying a little bit less with my last cleaner, I reiterate back to them. I say, well, I know you were unhappy with the quality and the reliability, so I throw back to them. This is like a tennis game. I throw the ball back to them and I say, well, I know you were unhappy, with the reliability, and then I talk about how we have a CRM system that sends you 7-day notifications, 3-day notifications, and a text when we're on our way. We're known for our reliability. I completely go in for the kill, and I hit that objection. That's what I do. But if I didn't do my conversation in the beginning of the estimate, gathering all that information, I would not know how to overcome that objection. Does that make sense? So I listen, right? Part of being a great salesperson is being a good listener and listening to why they're unhappy with person. If it's not in their budget, it's not in their budget. But if they're haggling you over $20, that's something that you still can win. Okay, because $20 is $20. It's not that much. Randy, I'll give you the Jabra link. So, the cheap people, if they're willing to deal with crappy service, go let them get beat up and get a cheap cleaner. Cheap cleaners aren't going to give you the value. They're not going to give you, the great customer service. They're not going to give you, the CRM, the notifications, the great staff coming into their house. Like, owning a cleaning business, you have to pay for things. It takes work to run this business, right? And so, like I said, the solo cleaners, we all started as a solo cleaner. Some of you are still solo cleaning. Some of you are solo cleaning, or some of you are cleaning and have a staff. There's a mix of stuff going on, and that's usually, how it happens. We all come from the same mold. We all come from the same place. So you're only going to be able to clean 2 houses a day max. When I was doing solo cleaning, this is before I almost broke my back from cleaning too much. The most I could do was 3 a day, and that's like, you can't do 3 a day 5 days a week, 6 days a week. You'll burn out quickly. So your solo cleaners are only going to capture so many, and then their services usually aren't, in their systems usually aren't that great. So I don't get afraid of solo cleaners because I know they're going to burn out. I've had people come to us from solo cleaners because they weren't reliable, or they would go back to their country, or there would be all different types of things. They wouldn't show up, they'd be sick, this and that, and then if your client has an event coming up, like a party or before a holiday, and the cleaner cancels the day before, they're going to fire them. They're going to look for a better service. You're welcome, Karen Tina. Does anyone else have any questions about this? I love cheap clients because I don't want cheap clients on my schedule, right? If they go work for someone that doesn't carry insurance, have a good time, because they're going to break stuff in your house and you're not going to be covered. I hear it all the time. All the time when I'm at these estimates, I hear this all the time. Anyone else have any questions about anything? I will get you all of the links. I'll get you all of the Gusto and the Jobber. Thank you. So if anyone is struggling with putting a sales package together, and you want to learn how to build your business and create value and create a good brand, message me, let me know, type me in the comments. This is my specialty. This is what I do. I help cleaning business owners create a brand with their colors and their logo and everything eye-catching, and I get you in front of your target market who's going to pay for your services. I teach you how to create an unbelievable sales package, a service package that people can't refuse. That's what I do. I have a 6-month accelerator program right now. I have 1 spot left, and then I have 1 coming available in the next 3 weeks, because I have somebody graduating and moving into my mastermind program. If you're interested, what I do is I set up a Zoom call with you. I ask you a million questions because I want to know all about you, your business, what you're struggling with, see if it's a fit. What I do is not a fit for everyone. I wouldn't say I'm demanding. I'm not really demanding, but there's standards here. I teach you how to have standards for your business. I teach the no bull. I teach to let go of the excuses and to focus on what you really want. So some people aren't quite ready for that level because I hold you accountable. That's the difference between me. I'm going to hold you accountable. If I don't hear from you for a little bit, guess what? I'm going to be knocking at your GM. What's going on? How are you? What's going on in your business? All right, you were sick for a few days. You're feeling better? All right, get up. Because your business isn't going to build itself, ladies. You have to build your business, and I guide people. So if you're interested, hit me up. Feel free. Me, Bridget Harkins. I will. Is it Bridget or Brigitte? Brigitte. Like Rocky Balboa's ex-wife there, the Swedish beautiful model, Brigitte. A lot of new people on here. I'm so excited. Well, I hope I answered some questions. If you have further questions, feel free. I go live every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, I'm up here in Massachusetts with a comment here. It was right. Bridget. Okay, good. All right. I guess if it was Giette, you'd be Bridget. I wasn't sure. Right, because it's French. That's right. It is French. Right. I go live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a different topic. Sometimes I do these Ask Me Anything. Other times I talk on a specific topic, whether it be hiring, marketing, selling, scaling, your operations, whatever it is. I hope you enjoyed this all. You can, if you're catching it on replay, you can still answer me anything that I said on this. I look at this the day after, and I answer people, and I hear everything buzzing. So I hope you all had an awesome evening. Thank you so much. Glad to be back. Glad I'm not sick anymore. And I will see you all again soon. All right. Bye.